went on a first date and left with a printed checklist, like I just auditioned to be someone's roommate. Hey, I'm Liv, chronically online, into chaos, and apparently extremely good at dodging verbal leases. Let's get into it. Swipe, match, totally normal message exchange. He had decent photos, like dogs, and sent a "What's up?" that read like it had been personally curated for maximum non-threatening energy. Coffee, fine. I thought, trade embarrassing stories, leave friends with content, simple. I show up, small coffee shop. The air smells like espresso and toasted bagels. He's polite. We do the "where are you from" dance. Then, out of nowhere, he leans forward and asks, no lead up, quick thing, how do you feel about overnight guests? I laughed. I said, depends. Parents or a raccoon? He blinked like I'd missed a memo. Then it wasn't a question spree. It was a shower of oddly specific household logistics. He asked calmly, do you have plants? How many? Do you kill them frequently? My brain did the cinematic thing, where one part of me is backing away and another part is already drafting the Instagram caption. Out loud, I made a joke. I'm on a plant survival streak, currently at 2. He didn't laugh. He nodded like he'd received a diagnostic update. Texts later were even better. One of his messages read verbatim in my memory. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to leave dishes in the sink? I answered, depends if my inner monologue is caffeinated. He replied with a thumbs up, and I'm not joking, a numbered list of acceptable sink timelines. Questions escalated fast. Do you sleep with the balcony door open? Are my plants allowed to come inside for winter? Who owns the vacuum? I tried to steer to hobbies. So, any hobbies? But he circled right back with noise levels, acceptable times for guitar practice. My response was classic millennial survival mode. I joked, mostly air guitar, low impact, and snuck glances at the exit routes. He processed air guitar like it was a new appliance option. Then the surreal thing happened. He reached into his bag and pulled out an actual sheet of paper, thin, slightly creased, like he'd printed it that morning, and slid it across the table. It had headings, bullet points, checkboxes. I nearly dropped my latte. He said, calmly, I like to be organized. Do you mind filling this out? It helps me know what to expect. Choices in that instant. Giggle and refuse, fill it out and become emotionally contracted, or write nonsense so wild he reevaluates his life. I went with option 3. Best decision of the evening. Sample checklist items, because these haunt me, were preferred thermostat range, please list exact degrees, policy on overnight guests, and my personal favorite, do you bring your own shower caddy or expect to share? Who carries a shower caddy to a first date? Who plans for this level of shared toiletry logistics? Look, I get that living logistics matter. Totally reasonable to care. But there's a time and place. A coffee shop is not an onboarding session. This felt like someone forgot we were dating and started conducting a room tour. Hot take. If someone's first big question is about your vacuuming frequency before they've asked your favorite movie, consider it a flashing neon red flag. Rule 1, don't fill out forms before dessert. Rule 2, thermostat questions belong in phase maybe living together, not phase first coffee. Tactical moves for you, the bewildered dater. Smile and deflect. That's a future conversation. Or answer lightly. I prefer my thermostat set to mood dependent. If they insist on the checklist, stand up and say, oh, I left my form at home. Walk away. Dignity intact. My group chat reaction was instant. I snap a photo of the checklist and send it off. Replies poured in. Did he include a clause for passive-aggressive plant watering? Preferred thermostat. Mood dependent. Offer to pay rent in witty comebacks. Iconic. One friend told me to fill the form with fictional answers. Allergies? None. Secret identity? Minor superhero. Pet ghost? Yes. Another wanted me to demand references. The chat made me feel less ridiculous and more like this was content gold. Comedy as survival. What I walked away with, you are allowed to be baffled. Your instinct to laugh, deflect, or leave is valid. You don't owe someone your living preferences on date 1. You especially don't owe them the floor plan to your emotional life. Final practical zinger. If someone hands you a printed checklist on a first date, flip it over and draw a treasure map. Mark X where you both agree on cleanish and demand a pirate share of the thermostat. Watch their neat columns crumble. Chaos, mood. If this made you laugh or validated your gut screaming run, do me a favor. Leave a review and tell me your worst roommate interview or checklist on a date story. Bonus points for absurd checklists. Stay chaotic. Love live.